is Jennifer Gonzalez. I'm the Acting Public Affairs Officer for the Long Beach Department of Health and Human Services. Thank you for being here today, and thank you to everyone who made this day possible. To kickstart the program, I'm going to hand it over to Honorable Mayor Rex Richardson. Thank you.
All right, let's get busy. First of all, I am blown away at the transformation here at 5950. I know this site. I've known it for many years. I lived right around the corner for about 9 years, right around the corner, and this was, not in the best shape. It represented nuisances in the city. In fact, I remember we did a report on nuisance motel activity and the nuisance motels in the city, and this motel at the time was ranked #1 by far in terms of calls for service and nuisances on the community. It was a haven for human trafficking and violence, and a number of things were at this site. But as I got out today and walked up, and I'm seeing dog runs and fresh paint, and the units look incredible, we have transformed a blight on the community into an asset in our community. So first of all, let's hear it for the residents of North Long Beach for stepping up, for our health department, our public works department, everyone who's here first to serve, everyone who's here taking part in this incredible transformation. I am Mayor Rex Richardson. I am honored to be here. I don't have to travel very far to go home because I live not far from here in North Long Beach. This is the site of our newest interim shelter site, a Project Homekey site here in the city of Long Beach. It's an important step in our strategy to address homelessness in our community. Just 5 years ago, the city didn't have a single unit of municipal-run shelter in our city. Just 5 years ago. And it was actually the residents in North Long Beach that helped us build the first interim site, the Atlantic Bridge community on Atlantic Avenue in North Long Beach. And here we are today. We have added more capacity, significantly more capacity than we've ever seen. So our story looks completely different than it was 5 years ago. In the past alone, including Homekey at 1725, we just opened the Youth Shelter Navigation Center. We have now just opened this beautiful new site. So that's more than 200 beds we've added in the city most recently, just in the past few months. That's an incredible amount of work. We're talking about, since we declared a local emergency on homelessness in the city, we increased our shelter capacity in the city by 84%. That's nearly doubled our shelter capacity since 2.5 years ago when we said this was going to be a top priority for our city. And there's more to come. What this means is we know that there's no single solution to homelessness, but there are things we can do to deliver results. If we want to bring people inside off the streets, we have to have places for them to go. And since we began expanding shelter, we've seen consecutively, year after year, street-level homelessness reduce in our city, and we're at 17% reduction of street-level homeless in our community since we've declared the local state of emergency. So shelter works. We need to continue to build shelter and focus on upstream solutions so people don't become homeless to begin with. So real progress comes with a whole range of options. Interim shelter, permanent supportive housing, affordable housing solutions, so everyone has a pathway to housing. That's what this project represents. It transformed a nuisance motel into a safe, dignified space where people can rebuild their lives. We can't give up on people. We have to have hope that we do our part and they will step up and do their part and get on the trajectory toward recovery. It transforms, it's a beautiful example of what was once a problem property, fully repaired, repainted, ready to welcome residents to our community. So we want to thank our state. This wouldn't have been possible without the state of California. We also want to thank our local partners, our nonprofit providers, every staff member, public works, health department who helped make this project possible. In just 5 years, we've shown what is possible when compassion meets action. And in the last 2.5 years, we have shown that when we commit to getting busy, making things happen, we can deliver results. And so I want to end just by, again, thanking the residents. who stepped up for us 5 years ago on our first shelter, who are stepping up for us again. No one can say that North Long Beach isn't doing their part in making sure that we address this issue in our region. But we want to be clear. There's difficult times ahead. We know people are struggling, potentially losing SNAP benefits. November 1, we hope it doesn't happen, but we have to prepare for that. So we want to encourage our federal government to reopen the government. People are already struggling. Reopen the government. We don't want to make the problem worse. Our city is doing everything we can to support our communities, and we want to encourage all the communities around us, all our gateway cities, to also join us in opening more interim housing, because it can't be solved one city at a time. It requires all 88 of our cities in LA County to do what's necessary to solve this problem. So I want to thank all of you, and it is my honor to welcome our newest 8th District Council person representing this area, Councilwoman Tunua Thrash Intook, who's also our chair of our Housing and Public Health Committee. And so congratulations. This is a great project. Let's welcome up our Councilwoman.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor. So yes, I am the newest member of the Long Beach City Council, even though now it's been 10 months. But as you can imagine, I'm so excited that the mayor has agreed and appointed me to the Housing and Public Health Committee because of its importance to not only me, but to my community. So what a powerful day we have here. I made sure that my entire day was oriented around the excitement of being able to open this facility. We stand here looking and on a transformative partnership of what is possible, as our mayor said, when commitment meets compassion. This transformation didn't happen by accident. It happened due to the incredible and dedicated work of our city family. A lot of work took place even before I was an elected official, and so I want to thank those on our Health and Human Services team, our Public Works team that worked out here where I had a chance to visit during the construction period, our city manager's office, all for their tireless leadership and work. They were in the trenches every day making sure that we were making progress. I tell them, I said, I drove by. Are we making enough progress on this building here? I want to make sure that it's ready for our community. This is not just about providing shelter, it's a moral imperative. We've talked about the fact, and you've heard our mayor state, that it is important that we have solutions for those who are looking for alternatives to their lives. And I'm so glad that this foundation here is a place that people will be able to come. This won't just be a roof over someone's head. It'll be a first safe night of sleeping outside of the streets, maybe in months for some. And we hope that by being here with the nonprofits that we're partnering with, this will be a door to health care, to job training, and mental health services for those who come here. These rooms are individual, so we made sure that there was dignity and privacy and stability, all the things that are essential to create those blocks for a permanent home. And that's what makes this project so important and so meaningful. Many of us remember when this property on this site, and we've talked about it, it was a source of concern and nuisance for this neighborhood. I was proud to tell someone, you know where I'm going today? I'm going to a project and a site where Project Homekey resources from the state of California has met the resources of the city of Long Beach. We are responding to the community's need for more housing and stability in this very same neighborhood here we call Coolidge on this side of Long Beach Boulevard. Today, we reclaim this space as a transformative source of hope for all in this community. This building is not a problem. It is not a problem to be solved. It is now a solution that we can take pride in. So we've got 78 units that have been upgraded, 12 of which are accessible units. That means we've got 78 new beginnings. It's tangible proof of what's possible when a community refuses to accept the status quo and comes together to support vulnerable neighbors. Today, our residents, I want to thank you all for your patience and partnership. I know you advocate every day in wanting to make sure that not only our elected leaders, but our staff work together to build a safer and more compassionate and resilient Long Beach. And for that, to our 8th District residents, I say thank you. And now, as I close for today, again, I want to thank you all for being out here. For those who can, I'll be taking a tour so that we can take a look at some of these fabulous facilities here. I'd like to turn it over now to Josh Hickman, who is our city's Public Works Director. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Good afternoon, everybody. Joshua Hickman, the Acting Director for Public Works. And as the mayor and councilwoman noted, this doesn't happen without a large team, cross-citywide team, collaboration with folks both in our walls and then outside. And wanted to recognize a few folks in the crowd here today on the public works side of things that really made this a success. So starting with our Bureau Manager, Marilyn, who really leads the charge for all of our capital projects related to parks, public facilities. These projects wouldn't come to fruition without her. Our Project Manager, Tony Resendez, who is here this morning. He's hosting family though, so after he put down the mop, he put down the broom, he wanted to get back to his family, so he's not here right now, but played a huge role in this project as well. We also have Steve and William here from Lochner, our construction management and inspection team. So thank you, Steve. Thank you, William. Appreciate all the support to make this project happen. And then in our requisite construction vests, of course, our construction team. Thank you, folks. Appreciate all the hard work you do to actually make this happen. So as noted, it has been a couple years, and really appreciate all of the hard work from all of you over the last couple years to make it happen. So you've heard about the dog park, you've heard about the rooms, and as the public works guy, I wanted to fill you all in on a little kind of secret part of the project where our pump station 11, that's right over here, as coming into this facility, we were able to take advantage and revitalize that pump station as well to help support our storm drain system. So in addition to all of the beautiful assets that you see around you, we do like to take the holistic approach, improve what we can while we're here. And this isn't it for the community. Next up, we've got our 51st Street Greenbelt. We'll have the groundbreaking for that project on November 10th. So if you can join us for that, we'd love to have you as we continue to invest in this community. So without further ado, the whole point of these ribbon cuttings is that we can turn the keys over. So I'd love to turn the keys symbolically over to Paul Duncan, our manager in the Health and Human Services Department.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for everyone for coming out. It's great to see so many people and exciting to be done with the construction aspect of things. We got a few steps to take. So I want to talk a little bit about what will be happening and really the impact that the site will have. So 5950 is more than just a building. It really is a place where people can start over and start to work on how do they get back to where they're on their own feet with their own place to live in the future. The site will provide 78 rooms for people in the community. First starting, our first engagement and focus will be surrounding in this area as well as over on to the LA riverbed just across the road and prioritizing people in that area. So those rooms will be home to people for a period of time while they work on their goals and ultimately getting to permanent housing. Additionally, the site hosts a number of, we have 2 rooms that were converted to be an office space, and we've got the front area where people will receive case management and additional engagement to work on both health goals and again those housing goals. The service provider on site will be First to Serve. We have a few members from the First to Serve team. They're getting staffed up right now. They're pretty close. They'll be working over the next couple weeks to get every room set up. We have a few rooms that are staged. We have some rooms that still need to be finalized and staged, and with the goal of starting to intake people mid-next month. So we'll start to have people on site receiving services, getting that engagement, and then as people are on site, you'll be able to see some amenities. People can bring in their pets. People will be able to bring in some of their main items that they need with them. They'll be able to engage with case managers and workers on site, as well as receive support from outside community partners that come in to provide additional resources, both around health, their mental health, services that may assist them with gaining benefits, working on things like employment for those that are interested in employment. And then on site, people will receive 3 meals a day so that their food needs are met. And then really working to ensure that we're supporting the neighborhood. We'll have additional supports on site around safety and security on the site. So there'll be people on site 24 hours a day supporting the people that are living here. And again, really our focus is this is just a stepping stone. We do not expect people to be living the rest of their life here. It is a momentary place where they can start to focus on healing. They can address some trauma that maybe they've experienced. They can work on what do they need to be successful in the future and finding stability in a place outside of here with their own lease. That is our goal, is really, we know our approach as a community works when we engage people with where they're at. We provide a place for them to safely get back on their feet, and ultimately we connect them to long-term stability. That is our path forward in reducing homelessness, both on a street level and an overall level as a community. So we are excited to see one additional place that helps us move that forward into the future. And with that, I'll turn it back over to our mayor to wrap us up and cut the ribbon.
All right. Well, this is a good day. Lots of work has gone into this throughout the years, but today is a significant day. It's a good day. We want to thank everybody who took part in this, and there's a lot more work to do. So, let's let this be an example. Let's have a positive impact on this entire corridor. Let's be optimistic about our future. When we work together, there's nothing we can't overcome as a community. We have done it before, and we'll continue to do it again. I want to thank all of you. We don't have a lot of media here today, but for whoever is here, if you have any questions, now would be the time if you have any questions. All right, there it is. Well, thank you, everyone, for coming out. I encourage you to take the tours. The tours are open today, and so you get to check out the facilities. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Take care.